Yes, I said it to him. You said slapping him while sparking. Why? Why did you slap me? He shouted. I said it to him about adoption, huh? Jungkook, your problem is that you don't think before saying. If I said it, I could have told him a long time before. You shouted. You are right, he said while confused. Then, how did he got to know about his adoption? He asked, signing heavily. There is one way to get the answer, is to ask him. She said as he nodded, calling Jaho to come. Baby, come here. We want to talk to you. She called him as he entered. Baby, how did you got to know about your adoption? He asked, looking at Jaho, who didn't respond. Baby, say something, you said, kissing his cheeks softly. When I was playing basketball, suddenly my ball went towards Appa's room, and as I was taking it, suddenly my hand slipped, making all his file fell down. There I saw the paper written I was adopted. I was heartbroken, he said, crying as both of you hugged him tightly. Baby, we always treated you like our own child. You are precious to both of us, she said, hugging him. Yes, your Amma is right. Even if you are adopted, you are a beloved child and we are your Appa and Amma, he said, hugging him. Wow, what a great acting, both of you. I'm impressed, he said, clapping. Tomorrow there's a competition where we need to do a skit. My teacher gave me this topic, so I prepared it. But this skit, what we did now, was so nice. The skit was hard, but Jungkook, when you slap me, I feel like making. I can't stop laughing, but somehow I did. You said laughing. Yes, I felt the same when you slapped me. It was nice idea to add it in the skit. Tomorrow competition, Jaho will win this with this skit, he said, smiling. Wyan, what are you thinking? He asked, staring at you. I was reading a story, it was so interesting. This author make interesting stories, but suddenly she took a break. Then she came back, but sadly, she got Shadow Man on her stories. After that. Then she started to get comments like, your story are not like before. You are not completing a story. Your story are all the same, etc. And I too agreed. But the author is also human who have a life. She got a break as she was stressed, but she came back. Her story started to get less views, but she didn't give up. She kept on posting every day but got single-digit views. She was trying hard, but she is getting demotivated. She loved writing because of lovely comments on a story, but of you. Every author goes through it. She works hard but not get what she deserves. If you read a story, give them lovely comments, encourage them to write by giving views on it. I'm on the way to home after happily watching Jaho's competition in his school. I enjoyed it. As I was driving, suddenly someone came in front of my car. I quickly stopped my car and went out. What a beautiful girl, he said, sparking. I was about to leave, but suddenly he held my hand, sparking, touching me wrongly. I tried to push him but failed. I screamed, but there was no one in the highway road. I somehow pushed him and escaped entering the car and started to drive while crying. I wiped my tears, which was flowing continuously. I quickly arrived home and went to the room. As I saw Jungkook sitting on the bed looking at his phone, I ran towards him and wrapped around him tightly, crying. I was looking at my phone as YN went to Jaho's school, but suddenly she ran and wrapped around me. She was crying. I started to comfort her, letting her to calm down. YN, what happened? He asked you softly. Jungkook, I was on my way home after watching Jaho competition, but suddenly a man stopped my car and touched me wrongly. I tried to push him but failed. Then somehow I escaped. Don't cry, my brave girl. Nothing will happen to you. I will always be there for you. I love you, he said, kissing your waist softly. I love you too, Jungkook, she said, melting in his touch. Please leave me. Leave you? How dare you touch my YN? He yelled, breaking his hands. Ah, I'm sorry. Please leave me, he screamed in pain. Because of you people, girls are scared to go out, day or night. So, respect women, he shouted. Be ready to die, he said, taking the gun out and shooting him.